Once a Trump skeptic, even a self-proclaimed never Trump guy, J.D. Vance has become beloved in the MAGA media world, but that's also what makes him a target of fierce criticism on the left. With fewer than 2 years of Senate experience under his belt, J.D. Vance has quickly ascended the ladder in conservative politics.
I just think that a lot of the things that he espouses aligns with what Trump espouses, and obviously a lot of people agree with that.
It's Trump loyalists' adoration of Vance that Democrats are already seizing on.
Clearly, Vance won Trump's sweepstakes by passing his MAGA litmus test with flying colors.
In a press call today, President Biden's campaign chair and surrogates painted Vance as a Trump sycophant, out of touch and extreme on issues like abortion rights.
He's proudly anti-choice and wants to take women back decades. He supports a nationwide ban on abortion, criticizes exceptions for rape and incest survivors, saying two wrongs don't make a right, and calling those circumstances inconvenient.
But for Vance's constituents just across the Pennsylvania border, there's one issue that takes precedence.
J.D. Vance will probably be one of the sole reasons that I'm voting Republican.
Vance has endeared himself to people in East Palestine, Ohio, in the wake of the February 2023 train derailment.
I feel like of all the politicians that we've dealt with in East Palestine over the past year, that J.D. Vance was the one that really took the time to listen. So I feel like he will take the time to listen to other American people.
It'll be exciting to see what he's able to do on the campaign trail.
Misty Allison testified alongside Senator Vance at a congressional hearing 1 month after the derailment.
Senator Vance has said from the very beginning that he is going to make sure that East Palestine is not forgotten and that some actionable change is going to come out of this.
Now, if Trump and Vance were to win in November, Vance's Senate seat in Ohio would have to be filled by Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine, who, remember, has yet to actually endorse former President Donald Trump. Reporting live tonight, Mike Valenti, Pittsburgh's Action News.